Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer. Big ups to your dad.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in the milk. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in the milk. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in the milk. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250 vestry for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere tonight.
And you know what this reminds me of? When I worked at the helicopter company, helicopter support. It 1,000,000% reminds me of that. American Whoa. Band. Gone forever. Band. Gone forever. Band. Gone forever. I worked for a major company, a helicopter company. It's called Aftermarket Support for Helicopters. Okay? They're flying around. Things are breaking down, parts are wearing out. We're a one-stop shop for helicopters. So I was told, we see potential for you. You're better than just working customer support. Revamp the business from ground up. You can map it out and find bottlenecks and find shortcomings and find helicopters so that our company runs more efficiently. Okay? So I busted my ass, I worked my ass off, I did double work, never got paid for it. And you say, oh, it's part of the process, man, it's just part of corporate America. Fuck you. Band. Gone forever. Band. Gone forever. Band. Gone forever. Band. It happened to me. Fuck you. Why don't you listen to me? You don't know shit. It happened to me. So shut the fuck up. Why don't you listen to me? Cause no one cares. It happened to me. Fuck you. Why don't you listen to me? You don't know shit. It happened to me. So shut the fuck up. Why don't you listen to me? Cause no one cares. It happened to me. Fuck you. Why don't you listen to me? You don't know shit. It happened to me. So shut the fuck up. Why don't you listen to me? Cause no one cares.
Well,
Fare check is early this month. Looking to chill, interact, and have fun. Open up my YouTube page, and I see your melting face. And when I hear you burn, I'm the only dent on earth. This is so meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me. Yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you don't work just like my legs. Fuck the stupid trolls saying that you beg. You're not the same guy you were yesterday. Here's 150 for the vest today. It's time for a silly bubble blow, or I'm gonna close the tab and go. What's your favorite type of food? And can you read my haiku? Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me. Yeah, yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me. Yeah, yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me.
Now, what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any
It's gonna
kind
be
of sweetness
acidity
to
from
the sauce.
tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
And then
tart,
spice.
tart and it's acid and nothing else. All right. So now we got to stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients, and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side fifth. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style tips. Greasy hair. Pasta once a week. The authentic style, Asian fusion style, Italian.
Guess what else we're going to add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's going to go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side fifth. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I'm a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix. I understand that people right now are so hyped for the gifted memberships, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, thank you. But I hope that that doesn't mean that people are going to forego tipping, because that would put me in a bad situation. And in particular, I don't know why you guys, okay, why are you laughing? Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Huh? Why are you laughing? Oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. Huh? I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday on my day off, and you're gonna laugh? Oh, it's funny. When you can't go and do something with your family on your day off, your one day off for the week when you're working full-time 6 days a week. That's funny, right? No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday.
That being said.
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 Hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right. And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. AL Team Insider, the legend, fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist, Speak to the Dead, psychological style host, Meerkat, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Oh my God, you guys will not believe that one. Oh my God, that'll make the DVD. You guys are all legends. We're here, full crew in the house. The one, the only, the dentist has returned back from his epic time away. And now, you know what time it is? Before of course, we have musical style legend, cerebral style legend, but dentist style legend. Please tell us your epic day off story. You got to have some great ones here.
Oh, you wouldn't believe. I did plenty of working, and not watching a lot of DSP. But yeah, there's no
Did you order any DoorDash, anything like that? Maybe they messed up your order, forgot the condiments, anything like that you could share. Those are really good for this moment.
I've been happy with my takeaways, thankfully. But there was no DoorDash. Do we have DoorDash here? I don't think we do we?
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats, yeah. But no, sorry, there's nothing interesting to say. I kind of, not to get too serious, but I couldn't stand to be around these guys anymore, basically. So I just, I think we all get DSP burnout from time to time and probably experience it in different ways. And I just had enough of him, to be honest. So I just couldn't be arsed with it.
Definitely happens to all of us. And but it's nice to have you back here, full crew in the house to go over the week that was. I guess to start any business style announcements, Meerkat, please. I just forgot to talk about it.
Yeah, I guess people have been buying merch. Big ups. You can check it out in the description below for the lowest prices physically possible on the website. So if you buy something, it's good and it's cheap. Yes. And hopefully they're going to pack it up for you so it doesn't get broken.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, also, do you want to talk about the awards? We are thinking of maybe making live on this the group thing on Wednesday or Thursday.
We're making something. It's not quite ready. There's gonna be a positive reveal on Wednesday.
Huge positive reveal. You're gonna love it. You already love it, even though you don't even know what it is. So that's what I know. I've got emails saying you love it. It's gonna be extremely hype. This Thursday this week, actually, boys, is the show. Thursday is the groupthink show. Huge positive announcement. Stay tuned for that. And I think that's it. Let's get into it. The week that
before we go, we have an
please.
important point. Sam, because you've had time off, we need to clarify this before we move forward. Do you know about mango ice cream?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So we're
What do
all
you
at
think
the
of the
same
flavor?
Yes, thankfully, Twitter's been extremely helpful. So I caught all that stuff. I'm well aware, and so is DSP now. I think, isn't he?
Oh, definitely.
Or he's at least seen someone and been happy to say the words. So
yes,
yeah, like there's at least someone in chat. Yeah.
Someone in chat now is named Mango Ice Cream, and he always says, "Oh, good morning, Mango Ice Cream." It's always funny. And the best part of this whole thing is, he literally Derek the next day said, "Like, hey, I'm just chilling out, DSP, having some mango ice cream." Like he said that after he asked the woman if her area tastes like that. He like went out and bought it, or it was just in his room and he like thinking about it. Either way, it's funny.
I think somebody yesterday asked him if he's ever had cam soda, and he said no. He's never had cam soda.
How could you not? But anyways, Derek is back at it. Had a great I think Sam really missed some Derek heavy weeks, so maybe that's for your benefit actually. We had a few deep dives into Derek, the Derekisms from Bob Starsky. Take like 10 minutes.
Oh god, yeah, looking forward to that. I know he's been getting particularly aggressive, shall we say?
Yep.
Yes.
Yesterday as well.
A lot of people have been making him very angry.
Yes. Oh, definitely. No J. By the way, if anyone says anything JOI in our chat, get out. You're gonna get banned.
No JOI.
No JOI here. Because JOI is jerk off instruction. So like the girl tells you like, so Derek doesn't like that, I guess. I mean, I don't know, because he told the girl no JOI, kitty, in uppercase letters, like no JOI. So we follow that rule here.
But then he's like asking her to tell him to jerk off. So it's like that's JOI.
Well, yeah, the rules are blurry.
He just wants him to say his name. That's all. Let's just do that.
Just say the name.
I don't think he's thinking straight in these moments. I really don't.
No, definitely. Disaster JOI. Yes, Bob Starsky. Disaster JOI. If anyone does JOI, go to the chat. You're out of here, though. That's serious. That's our most strongest rule. No JOI on that being said ever. Okay, so get fucked. Anyways, let's start talking about the stuff. So I did watch the whole React yesterday, so we talk about that a lot. But let's get a little bit farther back in time. How about the skins? Oh, go ahead, Mercat, please.
Excuse me, but we missed something. We have great progress from our buddy It's a Gundam on the Guy figurine, the exclusive 1-of-1 figurine. Yes. No other one exists. It never will. And if you see it, it's fake, and you should bully the person that is selling it. But he's almost finished with painting it. We're going to show it up right now on the screen whenever Sam is ready. And it's amazing. That shit is amazing. It's glorious. So whoever gets it, we're going to get to help Jasper's Angels, and they're going to have the most unique collectible in this universe that has ever existed.
Ever. And dude, think about when we did the stupid figurine contest. Could you ever imagine this is how far we get? Like watch that. I feel embarrassed. I was like, me and Steve both were like, let's do the Funko. Yeah,
I think I was for the Funko as well.
Right. Okay. I'll take the L for it publicly. I thought there are potential, but given how this has come out, I am this was the better choice by far.
Yeah.
So, I did not think it would be this good.
Exactly, yeah. I think that's the thing that surprised me is obviously we knew Gundam was painting it, and I think I'd seen some of his other stuff before, but Christ, just the amount of time and care he's taken with it is insane. It's so impressive to see.
Yes, amazing. And just behind the scenes stuff, like just little things like that. Jasper, for example. Jasper is not something you can airbrush because like it's so small and you have to do so detailed. So all the fucking details you see on Jasper is hand done. It's just like all right, we got to make the lines. That took a whole day. like
individual
the amount of work
sesame seeds in a burger bun, stuff like
the
that.
amount of work he put in this thing is unbelievable. So amazing big ups to a Gundam, of course, for so many things. First of all, coming on a show in the first place, and then agreeing to do this fucking thing, and then taking it to like pro level, above pro level. It's like insane, man. And yeah, we can't wait to reveal that. He said he was going to be back on the show. We have the final, hey, the auction is live now. Here it is. We'll get him on the show for that. So that should be soon, though. We don't know exactly when, but it's pretty soon. But yeah, I think that's the end of business style announcements. I guess what do you want to talk about in terms of stories? I like to start. It was a while ago. I think we might have talked about it a little bit, but the skins of Street Fighter. I just watched that clip again to show, just to hear the details of how he explains it, and you could hear him just searching for reasons that he wants to buy it because he wants to buy it, right? So to make it okay in his mind, he starts rattling off reasons, right? So first of all, I want it. Second of all, you guys have been supportive. Third of all, I really want it. They look cool. Fourth, it's going to be great for the stream. Fifth of all, I really want them. They really are cool. No, that's the reasons. And within the span of 3 minutes, he's already decided, yeah, we're buying it. So I kind of want to buy it. No, we're buying it. We're buying it. And you can just see that's how mobile games work exactly in his mind as well.
For me, I think the decision to buy it had been made long before that stream, and he was just going to go through the routine of like saying, see, I'm unsure, but this argument, that argument, and I think is that doing all that publicly, so it looks like he is sort of going through the process and thinking and reaching a conclusion. Whereas what he'd actually done is gone, yeah, I'm buying that, and then just put on that whole charade, so it looked like he was working it out to his audience. He was salivating at the prospect of buying these things. So yeah, the decision to buy it had been made way before that stream started.
Yeah, I just wish he hadn't said anything though, because if there's any game where he's going to do this, it'd be Street Fighter, surely. So for this, I kind of feel like because it's him and his history and all that, it's kind of okay to kind of splurge a little bit. All right, it's Dark Side Phil, he cries poor, he should be spending his money elsewhere, blah blah blah. But still, it's like just do it for this game and don't make a big deal out of it. And I don't think anyone would have batted an eyelid, but of course he has to go through the whole song and dance. So yeah, this is embarrassing.
And you could also unlock those skins that he really likes through the story. So you don't actually have to spend money on them, and you don't have to have them in the first place. But this is the SP, obviously. He needs to have them. It's the classic skins, dude. Come on. It's the
I gotta have those.
Yeah, it's the Zangief with the tights where you can see his dick. Come on, he gotta have that one. It's classic.
That. What are you, nuts? Yeah, and that's a good point. You can't earn those without money. It just takes time. But of course, Phil is like, I don't have 200 years to unlock all these things. Come on, what do you think? I have that much time? Come on, no.
It's like, but you're supposed to, because you're going to be playing Street Fighter 6. This is your thing. You make it. This is like replace Super Turbo and all the other Capcom collections and your Friday Night Fights. This is your thing. Like Sam said, this is like your product, and it's the one place where you can think, I can spend this, I can justify doing this because I'm making a big deal out of it. But instead, he's like, I don't know how long I'm going to continue playing it because I'm getting my ass kicked. And also, I did sort of do the whole let's build hype for it by having a marathon 2 weeks before I got it. So
yeah,
I'm already sort of like on a downward slope.
Yeah, we got some nice fucking sad daily raps, about this, like, let's go, I'm trying my best out there. I don't know who's to blame. I'm not blaming the game, not blaming the developers, but I'm putting buttons and it's not coming out. It gets frustrating. You know what I mean? It gets frustrating. And like, he's trying to be like this low key Phil, not complaining about it, but who are you complaining about then? If it's not the game, it's not developers, yet you're pushing the buttons correctly and your moves are coming out.
You can't be low key after like 2 or 3 hours of just complete soul. Like every clip I've seen is just complaining, just the most miserable gameplay you can imagine. When you've got all these other creators, like the general consensus is the game's amazing, right? Am I getting that?
Yeah. Everyone's saying this,
and everyone else is like, oh, this is great. This is hype. Everyone's enjoying it. And then there's Phil being old, dependable, reliable Phil, just like constantly blaming developers, lag, pushing buttons, didn't come out. It's glorious, and it's exhausting as well.
It's amazing though, because like he's all these new characters that I can't wait to play with. And who's he been mainly playing with? Zangief and Blanca. It's fucking incredible that he's gone to just like these old reliables because he thinks it should be like Super Turbo, but it's not. And that's one of my favorite excuses that I keep hearing. It's not playing like a Super Turbo. He does this in Super Turbo. In Super Turbo, you could do that. And it's like, but Phil, it's Street Fighter 6. It's not Super Turbo, man.
Yep.
And yet, his best win percentage ever came from when he's just started the game. So he's playing against all different competition, and he was doing those blanket balls, just spamming them. That's the best win. That's the most success he's had since he started the game. Was that session when he was just like spamming ball. Amazing. Real quick, big ups to Andrew McDougal, AMAC, gifted sub bomb. Thanks so much, man. Legendary. And Swaggy David Jr. says, "Great to see all the boys back. The world is whole." Agree. Meth Bear, big ups. Razor says, seeing the Street Fighter 6 streams of DSP getting clobbered. How much longer till he rage quits and goes back to Super Turbo? That's a fucking tough one, because I don't think he can do that. He's getting enough money, though. That's the problem. He's got people sponsoring this playthrough. That's what kind of is we have our buildings of some great salt, because he has to keep it going for the cash, but he's starting to hate it because he's getting his ass beat. Anytime he gets to Diamond or whatever, he's like, all right, it's over. So, I don't know. We're kind of building towards a crescendo, maybe, of Ultimate Salt, but we'll see. He's trying to keep it low-key, though, too. But he keeps getting overnight tips from what's it called, Game Tracker, saying, like, did you know that if you do a standing roundhouse with Chun-Li, she'll have the priority over Ryu? Did you know that? Cool, dude. Awesome. I didn't know. That's really helpful. In one ear, out the fucking other. You know, everything he's saying.
He said something similar on his React yesterday as well, where he was like, I think it was like Zangief or I don't know, someone where, you know, someone taught him something and he was like, oh, that's useful. Yeah, maybe I can try that. And you know that it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
No, nothing changed about gameplay.
Attack is diagonal something's. Oh, God, what was it? When he was talking about like it coming up over, an attack coming up over, so Zangief can't get the right angle for the diagonals, and he really misflubbed a word.
Right.
Like trying for it's something that sounds technical and like I know what I'm talking about, and just completely wrong. I'm sure someone in chat.
I'm glad you brought up Game Tracker, because he's been the MVP recently. He's been the employee of the month. He made the dude a whole Google Doc of his win-loss ratios and his like stats with the different characters. That's the kind of data you can find in the game.
In game.
Why? Yeah.
Dudes, in game he can do that. And Phil still praises him, by the way, too. Oh, thanks, Game Tracker. Yeah, Game Tracker's taking track of the wins and losses for me. Thanks, Game Tracker. You're doing great,
Quadrant.
buddy.
Thank you. Quadrant triangular.
Yeah.
That was it.
Triangular, yeah. When you give your 4-year-old a job that doesn't mean anything because they want to take part, that's exactly what Phil is doing, right? So you know your 4-year-old wants to help you cook, but you don't want them to fuck something up. So he said, like, yeah, you could just start
mix this flour in the bowl.
Mixing these ice cubes. That'll really help. Mix the ice cubes. You know, that's exactly what he's doing right now. Oh, thanks, man. It's really awesome. You're really helping me. We'll take care of watch the wins and losses. It's in the game, but he's still saying, great job, man. Huge help. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's when we find out that like his stats are like hugely incorrect compared to what the game's actually saying. That's when it's, you know, if that ever happens, it'd be like fucking North Korea or Russia or something. They're just feeding him like misinformation.
Whoa, you guys actually have a 98% win ratio. No, Phil, that's some bullshit. You're fucking idiot. Go away.
Let me tell you, Capcom's stats are wrong because their FPS is wrong because they want to look good. So they're going to lie about everything, including my win-loss record. That's not accurate.
Big ups Meth Bear, and also big ups to Swedish Drummer. And we got some, we have World Tour is harder. Tony T says World Tour is harder than online. Phil will avoid. Yeah, he's kind of teasing this World Tour crap, which is, you know, if it's harder than online, well, that's not going to be good, but we'll see. McDougal says, ALT Insider, how was the Parthenon in your youth? Oh, it was beautiful. Amazingly beautiful. Great structure. Love that place. This is also after, just a quick mention here, Phil got baited by some troll bait, 100% troll bait LARPer. He said, "Yeah, the first thing you want to do is learn how to be a good loser,
Oh
guys."
God, yes, this
The best loser on the universe says,
this is amazing.
"You have to learn how to be a good loser because if you learn something, then it's not really just a loss. Like you can learn something from your losses, and that'll make you better overall." This, in obviously, one of the most contradictory statements ever coming from him, who has an excuse for literal everything in his life, says, "Learn how to be a good loser, guys." So that'll be fun.
Well, he is good at losing money, I guess, but otherwise he's a pretty bad loser. He's a sore loser. He makes all these excuses and all that shit. So yeah, the advice by itself is not that bad, and the advice that was before that about like fighting games and how you shouldn't be stressed out because at some point the levels are gonna even out and everybody's gonna go in their bracket. You know, that made sense. But coming from him, it's like, yeah, it's kind of like Disney Channel advice that people learn by the age of 10. It's not really welcome to my TED Talk level of advice.
Welcome to my TED Talk. Be a good loser. He's got to, God, I'm pushing fucking buttons. Why aren't they coming out? Fuck. I'm pushing. Look at this. I did back. You see that? I did back. I love when it shows the controller.
All of it. Every excuse you've ever seen from any fighting game in DSP is here, and it is just like the most abundant soul. It is the purest distillation of Phil and rage because he cannot even accept like a hit. You know, I was blocking. You know, I should have had priority there. I should have won that. And you'll see on the opponent's side, it'll say like counter. You know, I was blocking. I was holding back. He shouldn't have counter. You know, this is unearned and all that shit. It's amazing because he just cannot accept fault. And these are the things that he's built his identity around. So every little perceived slight, every little perceived fault is magnified by that. Because it's not just like playing in a bad game. It's not just like playing in say, like Legend of Zelda and not being able to figure out a puzzle. This is Phil. Fighting games are Phil. Street Fighter is Phil. So doing bad at it makes it even worse for his ego to cope with. It's the purest salt. I fucking love it.
Mm-hmm. Did I see that there's a way of seeing what inputs have been pressed as well now in people's gameplay?
Yes, TJ Gamebox, wasn't it?
Has anyone actually put the footage together yet, or is that?
I don't think it's been like a official release, like a big edited, well put togetger one yet. But we're all waiting for it. The tools are there now. That's a lot of fucking work for whoever's going to get into that.
Yeah.
But you can see the inputs. But of course, Phil's going to talk this away. By the way, he has before during this feature said like that's what the game picks up. So the lag and stuff, you know, it's not the official inputs. Just so you guys know, all those fucking troll mouth rulers making these videos, they mean nothing. So. Just know that there's fucking mouth droolers out there. He loves that mouth droolers. Mm-hmm. Worth talking about is also the Twitch. So Twitch had an announcement this week. That was pretty bad, right? No one liked it. They said shit like you can only have 3% of the screen with an advertiser. You can't do there's little rules about shit you can't do, and you can't stream anywhere else. By the way, that was a big one too. Like stream on Twitch, get the fuck out. Like you can't do multi streams to different channels and stuff. Yeah. And everyone didn't like that. So, of course, Phil takes that opportunity to say how I got out at the right time. I got out of Twitch at the right time. Oh,
I saw the writing on the wall. Yeah.
I saw the writing on the wall. When they told you to get the fuck out, I guess they chose the right time for that. Because he doesn't like to say it like that, though. We get the story of he got out at the right time. He walked out of the building at the right moment, right before all hell broke loose.
Yeah, with nothing but you know, he was completely humble about the whole thing as well. There was nothing.
Yeah, such a quiet quit too. He just quietly walked out the door. Yeah, and then of course then Twitch pulled up back everything. Twitch said, "Oh shit, no one likes this, so we're gonna not do this." Phil didn't mention that at all.
No,
he still talks about how they lost their way. They need new management. I'm not going back there. It's just the normal bullshit.
You can guarantee though, if he was on Twitch, you would get this about YouTube. Look how long it's taken them to get gifted subs. They don't even have this level of moderation. YouTube is shit. They're going down the pan. Look, they've been trying to put in all this stuff about shorts, and look how well that panned out for them. He would be shitting on YouTube and be like, Twitch is the future. Twitch loves me. They love my streams. You know, it's just wherever he is, you know. It's the opportunity to shit on the competition no matter what. So it's just transparently filling it.
Big ups to Septicrat with the mouth drooler super sticker. Looks like a gentleman with mouth drooling. Thanks for that.
Just shout out in chat for Junus. He did the Steven Seagal walkout.
yeah. Get fucked, Twitch. They told him to get the fuck out. Is the truth. Oh yeah, he just. If I ever go there, it's gonna be temporary. I'll never go back there. It's gonna be temporary. If I have to go back,
Yeah.
So just
he had to put that little addendum in there just in case, because we know it's an inevitability.
Goddamn right. You know he has to bring that up.
He was a really good loser in that instance too, because he was really good at losing his partnership. He's outstanding. Because he got suspended multiple times before that because he said the N-word. He insulted that Bluebeard guy. But that last one, he was really good at that one. He nailed that one.
It's all and they loved him. His streams, he was on there so long. They loved his streams, by the way. They loved it. And it was all harmful slurs is what they said he did.
Harmful speech, wasn't
harmful speech. Yeah, harmful speech they said I did, but
that's
they
been
never
rolled back and softened over the years, hasn't it? He knows.
Is that the new version? Is that the new term? It's harmful speech now.
Harmful speech, yes.
You can see like Morph in the interview because he's like, what is it? Harmful slurs or harmful something? You know,
now we lost the slurs.
Yeah.
Soon it's going to be like rough speech, or something like that. Like a little bit graded speech I did.
Mild speech.
Negative speech. Yeah. I said some negative speech. I don't know what they're talking about. So to keep going through the years. So it's like, I was just saying stuff.
Yeah. He's also gone back to saying that Twitch didn't tell him why he was kicked off. Yeah. Because he's gone as far as to say that eventually they did confirm, or somebody, like someone on the inside or something like that told me that it was because detractors had been sending them stuff. Is that right? I'm sure that was a thing at one point.
Detractors brigaded them.
And he's left that part out now. Now it's just they said that they didn't have to say anything legally or something like that. So
they said they said the part about hateful slurs. So it's like you just ignore that. Like they have to tell you line by line with a timestamp. Like, come on.
That's what he wanted. That's like exactly what he wanted. He wanted like, here's the example, so that he could then dispute it and go like when they said on the interview, here's the thing, here's the clip, and he goes, now, what did you think about that? You just seen it out of context. What would you think detractors think about that? He wants that piece of evidence to dispute when instead they go hateful slurs. That's there you go. There's your reason. But he can't argue with that. So.
Well, ideally, they would have told him exactly what gets him taken off the partnership program. I think that would be fair. But also in the terms of service of the partnership program tells you that they can kick you out for any reason and not even tell you what the reason is. And he knows about this because when he got kicked off, somebody in chat brought it up and he says he knows about it and he doesn't even expect to be given a reason. And there's a little addendum to what Sam said, that eventually someone from behind the scenes told him the actual reason, and it was the Hello Jew clip from like 2010. That was the actual reason he got banned, according to some secret entity somewhere. Okay. So he constantly flip-flops between all of these different variants, and he expects people to believe him and buy that story that is clearly not coherent and consistent.
Anyways,
he'd have a great time just disputing it all. There'd be a whole stream like devoted to it, like talking about how like saying like the F word or or the R word and stuff like that. It's because there was that stream that one time where he was trying to say that like gay, and then there was some other word.
The F word. It was the
it was homosexual without the sexual.
Was it if you want to watch some? That slur talk about somebody else, you go to YouTube, and he was really drunk, and then later on he's like, by the way, I didn't mean that, what I'm saying, and you know exactly how he'd approach that. He'd be like, that's not me saying it, that's me playing the part of a character who's saying it, so I'm not the one saying it, and you'd be like, no, but you said it, mate.
It'd be a whole stream
out of your mouth.
It'd be a stream full of that, basically.
It'd be another debunk stream. It would be good, actually, to sort of like go and analyze like psychologically, but you just know it's going to be all that.
It's so like there's so many hateful slurs. Like it's crazy. Like I want someone to put a compilation of like all the hateful slurs. Because I know it's different that, it definitely was different. People were saying R word was just normal, and people were saying all those fighting games, I'm looking at the fighting game message boards, everyone's using the R word for like I'm going to R you. It's all
a good 10 years passes between those.
Oh,
like,
that R
that's
word.
what I'm saying.
And,
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's so many words that aren't used now in those forums, of course. And I kind of let that go, of course, because we're talking about 15 years ago. But this is not the case. Phil has so many different kinds of hateful slurs. It's incredible. You have every single flavor of hateful slurs included in Phil's lexicon back then. But again, it was a character. So, and also for Phil, we'll say his excuses. They let me stream for years after that. So that means they were okay with it. That's what he thinks is like defense. Like, if you steal something, but they don't steal you like immediately after, like, all right, you're fine then. You got away with it. So that's his like he uses that as another defense. But anyways, Dominic, big ups for the positivity, man. He says pattern combo grab, pattern combo grab, pattern combo grab, pattern combo grab. And yes, Cat Roller has a great video about the beta of Street Fighter 6, and Phil will start the night with a new character, find literally one pattern that works, and that will be the pattern they use the rest of the night. And obviously, that video points it out way better than me, but it's really interesting because that's exactly what he does. He's like, oh, this pattern worked one time. Now it's going to work the whole night. And when it doesn't work, he says, move didn't come out. They're just mashing buttons. All the typical all-stars come out to play.
This is the thing that really bugs me about Phil when it comes to fighting games. Because I remember when I was playing Mortal Kombat 11 and I picked my main and I was like, oh, I'll go for Scarlet. And she's got a combo which is like 1-2-1, which is like a quick, it's a 3-hit whip thing. And it's a quick thing to launch out. So, you do a couple of punches and then boom, there you go, quick combo. And I'm like, once you sort of like get used to executing it, you're like, right, okay, I've got that. Now what else? What else is there that I can do with this character? What are the moves? What are the combos? What are the things can I do? What can I take advantage of with like the projectiles and the traps and things that I have? And instead he's just like, right, this one works. Therefore, that's it. That's the one forever. And it would drive me mad being only able to use like one combo.
Yeah, it's like Big Leon said. It's Jump R2 all over again. It's the same.
Yep. It's like makes it like least interesting gameplay of all time too, because you just know like for Phil it's fun because you watch him lose, but like if you're like watching this like legit, like let me see what Street Fighter 6 is all about. Like this is the wrong place, man. You're in the wrong fucking place.
You see some good play from the other people.
Yeah. Yeah. I love when like there's like there's a big study to have about when Phil knows he's like outmatched, like how he handles it. He'll sometimes just shut down the excuse of like good move, and then go silent because like all right, I'm gonna get my ass kicked here. But if he thinks he should win, that's when you get the real excuses coming out, like lag, all this nonsense, blah blah. My moves aren't coming out. That worked in practice. I love that one too. That worked in practice. I'm doing the exact same thing. And it worked in practice. Really weird. Oh, yeah. You're a good judge of your inputs, exactly, of course. Big ups to Kid Flim. Gifted membership to Misery Merchant. Wow. Tournament competitors teaming up to get the memberships. Hot. Real quick, let's talk about live reacts. They seem to be dead. He got a big pouting segment there this week about live reacts. Memberships are down to like 70 or something. Interest is waning for live reacts. Live reacts could be in trouble. Yes. He's doing the same thing he's always done.
Yeah. How was it last night, ALT?
All right.
How was it last night?
Oh, last night was fun. We got a lot to talk about for that amazing reacts. Well, I guess talk about it then. How about this? We have to poor Jasper. Poor Jasper. Fuck. Cat owners gonna unite here. And I want to say the real story. I'm gonna use the lines he used real quick. Then we can talk about it. Mm-hmm. The levels of fucked up this is. So what was wrong? He left the stream all of a sudden, came back. Okay, all right, guys, everything's fine. Don't worry, everything's fine. Jasper was being real fussy. So Jasper was being really fussy. How dare he be fussy? And then Phil says, I guess the litter box was pretty full. So I guess the litter box was pretty full. And he was looking around like he wanted to go to the bathroom, but I guess the litter box was pretty full. And it's weird because we clean it regularly. And then sometimes, though, he'll let us know when it's filled. So he'll like kind of act a little fussy and be like, and then we like, oh, I guess he loaded it up. better clean it. So that's really proving the point that they don't clean it regularly. They wait for Jasper to say, hey, motherfucker, I loaded it up, which is not something that should happen when you have a cat, you know? And I'm gonna be real here. Of course, there's some times like, fuck, I forgot to do it today. I do it the next day. Oh, fuck, I forgot to do it. But I never had it so bad that the cat has to tell me, shit, man, this is loaded up. Can you please fix it? That's fucked up. That's pretty bad. But cat owner number one, I'll go to Sam first. What are your thoughts on this cat, the cat content here in terms of Jasper's well-being?
I can't imagine the smell. Like, if that's the case, if it's full of shit, then what the fuck? But yeah, like I'm with you though, man. You may miss a day. That's gonna happen definitely. From time to time. Cats are pretty clean animals as well, and they'll like cover things up and stuff. But yeah, I can't imagine a litter box actually being full. So the cat's wandering away from it, going, "Nah, that's not me. I'll just go on the floor or something."
Yeah. Like, obviously, Steve, go ahead. You're next for the cat owner.
I mean, like, yeah, sometimes your cat shits at 4 a.m. and you're asleep. So, it happens. But most of the time, you hear her go in the litter train. You hear the scrape of her, like, burying it. And you're like, right, okay. And you go scoop. So you scoop it to a little bag and you go put it outside in your bin. And that's it. If you take excess every now and then, you top it up, and then you give it a quick clean, like every 7 days, every 5 to 7 days maybe. And it's simple, very quick things. And he doesn't. He let it get to the point where it was so full of shit that the cat didn't want to shit in the place where he's trained to want to shit. So I can't, because I mean I like waking up and being the first thing you smell being the litter tray, being it's not nice. But I don't know how he can walk past it. Oh, there's shit there, and walk past it and leave it for days for it to accumulate.
Clearly days. You don't load it up in one day. You do not load it up in one day.
Like mine shit's like twice a day.
Yeah.
I don't get how it gets that bad. Like, and then like when the cat's like, I need a shit, but I can't go and shit where I normally shit because there's too much shit in it. Instead of like just letting him out into the back garden to shit, he chases him around the house for 10 minutes while his wife cleans the fucking litter tray.
Yeah, I was going to say actually, like that's another thing. Does the cat never go out then? Like that, it must not. Surely, if that's the case.
No, it never goes outside.
Those woodland creatures.
Yeah. Would make it rough streets. He doesn't have his claws, dude. He has no self-protection.
Never mind, the cats like hunt with the teeth. Like they finish their prey by biting them on the neck. But the point is like, look, just let him out for those few minutes while he's shitting, and then you can bring him back in and clean the shit later. Because at least then it's outside, you know. It's like, I get that you don't want him shitting in your garden, but then maybe clean his litter tray more often. So, yeah, but instead they chase him around for like 10 minutes, stressing out this cat that just wants to have a shit. It's so sad for that cat to have to go through that stress, Like, these are my owners. These are like the people that are supposed to love me and care for me, and instead they're chasing me around the place because I'm full. And it's horrible. Poor fucking cat,
Yeah, it just in the end, like, dude, okay, if you want to have cat smell around your house, that's number one. Like, that affects you, dude. Let's just take the cat out of it for a second. Your house smells like shit. All right, that's fine. Ant killer, that's fine for a year. Cat shit, that's fine. What else is fine? What else is fine that we can't even know about? Because like,
on top of the fact that like it's like a privacy thing now. We're starting to see a clearer picture as to why we never get IRL stuff on his videos.
You got that right.
Because we all assumed, probably so it crossed our mind that he's got a massive telly and he's got, all this stuff that we're like, well, that's where the money's going. But nah, really, it's because there's just like shit everywhere and
It's just two bums living like bums in a good house that used to be a good house. It reminds me of like Breaking Bad when Jesse destroyed his brand new house and got a bunch of crackheads to live there. That's kind of how I imagine DSP's house to be. But for real, it's like they want to LARP as the adult couple. They don't have time to do anything. They're so fucking busy, man. We can't even clean anything. We can't even do anything. But you got a creature to take care of. And I'm not talking about the fat cat. I'm talking about the real cat.
Easy.
Like, you can't take care of that. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I know for him, everything can be justified by him just saying he's too busy to do anything. Man, I'm doing all this stuff. I'm working so much. My wife is working so much. We can't do it. We're too busy. That's how adult people are. But that's not really how they are. And I'm with Sam on this one. I'm sure the house is destroyed. The both bathrooms, as he said, have some issues in them. He got like water damage, which is probably not fixed because it takes a lot of time and money to get it fixed. They probably have a bunch of mold, and he might even kind of be scared from the condo association to find out any of that shit because they might give him a nice big fine. So yeah,
I imagine it being like The Sims, where there's like the toilets have got like water shooting out of them. There's just like dirt everywhere. There's like, there's like green smoke coming out of the bowls of unwashed, like the paper plates. Sorry,
dude. Like I said to the Decepticons, like the House of Hate is a documentary. It is literally that the litter tray got full in there because they weren't cleaning it.
Yeah.
So, but it does remind me because there was that time when. I think it was like 2 years ago when it was snowing and he talked about like, his bins couldn't be collected. I think that maybe the bin men went on strike actually. But either way, he was like, there's bin bags full of cat shit. And at the time we were like, maybe he's just like the moment Jasper uses the litter trays, throwing the whole thing out. And then, because that's the only way that you could have like really high pet costs and going through that much litter.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, no, he wasn't. He was just, it was literally mostly shit. He was going to be letting it build up, throw it away, put a new load down, and then let that build up, throw it away, put a new load down. So those bin bags full of cat litter would have been full of cat shit. And they were in his garage. But like
now we really don't know, by the way, what he's spending every week at Petco, because he's clearly not cleaning out the litter box that often.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. So what's that?
It would just be like some sort. It'd be like air fresheners and like that powder that you can put on the litter and stuff like that.
All around.
Just trying to cover it all up. Like that's it. That's
you walk in and there's like all them trees dangling on the roof, like the car.
But like you say, we touched on like with Kat, like what's she doing then? Because she works 2 or 3 days a week or something, or part time at the very least. She can't clean it.
I bet this is on the contract. I bet that she made a very strict deal. You want to have a pet, motherfucker? I don't touch that shit. I bet that was in the contract. And don't touch me either.
He's got like 2 or 3 hours between his streams. Can he not clean the litter tray then?
Yeah.
That takes 1 minute, literally 1 minute.
I know. To like literally scoop it out and put it in a bag and put it out. It's fucking astonishing to me. Sorry, but yeah,
it's just more into like you said. If we could get a look into that house now, why does he share it so freely? Like that's another thing I don't understand. Like, all right, you fucked up. You didn't clean this cat. You forgot about the cat for a week. You're an asshole. That's fucked up. But okay, let's say it happens for some reason. You're on a bender and you forget to clean the cat litter. Why do you share it with your stream? Like, dude, just don't say it. Do you think that makes you look cool? Like, why would you share this story? Same thing with the cat. What?
Sorry, you don't socialize enough to know that this is abnormal. You don't have enough mates to go around the houses to know that, like when they've got cats, they clean the litter tray. I've got mates who have cats, and like the moment the cat's shit, they go and clean the litter tray because it's fucking shit. Yeah. They don't want to leave it around the house.
But like that's like more amazing than even doing it. Is like, why are you so freely offering this up? Just like the cat poison and you know what? I'm gonna tell her, give her a pill, leave her there. Like, what, dude? It's not normal things to say. God,
nothing else to talk about. That's literally
that's true too.
There's so little going on that this is oh guys, you wait until you hear about this. And that's why the hospital story was so like momentous, because it was it was unusual. It was a thing to have, but you don't tell your stream about it. You know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just keep
maybe
it
your
down-
girlfriend who's just had a
download,
fucking
dude.
panic attack might not appreciate her mental health being discussed on your stream with your audience. Yeah. And again, maybe like people who own pets in your stream might not appreciate hearing about how you had to chase your cat around for 10 minutes because you didn't want to shit. Sorry.
Yeah, the car tire theft was another story like that, when it's just something happened, you guys. I have to talk about it. And that's why people in chat were telling him, go get it taken care of. Go.
I know. He's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, no, what? It's fine. Let me tell my story, guys. I gotta get this out. It's like, did you
Yeah, it's
go? Your
fucking
wife's
crazy,
in trouble.
man.
You know, your wife had an experience happen. She's probably not feeling good. But let me tell you what happened, guys. Hold on. Let me call my dad first, see if he's doing all right. But anyways, enough cat content. But anyways, let's just look into his filth of the house, which is probably of epic proportions right now. Big ups Logan K about the Cisco. We'll talk about Cisco in a second. Kid Flim says, I feel his training offline gives him the excuse that it doesn't work online. Yeah, that's probably true. He does practice. Like, it should be working, but Infidel Castro. Go ahead.
Briefly,
Speaking of this,
yeah, go on.
there was this one clip of him playing somebody online and trying a very specific combo that didn't come out. And he was really smug to tell you that he tried it 1,000 times in the training mode and it worked. So he went back to the training mode against the dummy that could not do anything, and the combo came out. But upon further analysis of the clip, it turns out that the guy he was playing was blocking. So that's why it didn't come out. So there you go. Just one example.
How dare that gentleman
I was just going to
block.
say, we've had the, and people have broken the beta and they've practiced and used that. We've had that excuse as well. That surfaced very, very quickly. So, yeah, good call to everybody who shouted that one out.
And he says it kind of chill, like maybe they got the beta, maybe they mastered the beta. I don't know, but they clearly know something I don't know right now, so I don't know. I mean, wonder what it could be, guys. Anyways, Infidel Castro says no reason to clean it by the clump when you're home all but 6 hours a week. Yeah, I mean, if you got a job that keeps you out of your house for 12 hours a day, all right, you got to wait till you get home, then you do it. But Phil is the opposite of that. How often does he go to the bathroom and fuck himself on stream? Jesus, at least he can take a shit whenever he wants. His cat can't though. Damn.
Yeah.
All right,
speaking of cat, I not to raise Team Divorce's stocks too much, but I'm thinking that Cat has a very limited capacity to do stuff. Let's say it like that. And eventually, the more they are in a relationship, the honeymoon period's gonna start wearing off, and DSP is gonna have to need her to do more stuff. And he's going to be like, okay, this was kind of cute so far, but you can't sit here and play video games all day. We need to actually do something because, of course, he's the busy man. He's also has a very limited physical capacity. We got bad back, gout, etc., and he's old. So he's going to start having to rely on her a lot more than he currently is. And eventually we're going to start seeing a lot of cracks. But this is down the road, you guys. Right now, keep your health coin by your side. Don't sell yet.
Oh, you're saying so? Like when Phil gets old, let's say he gets to 50 or something. Usually, you would lean on your wife that should be able-bodied enough to take care of you a little bit, but maybe Cat's not down with that. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys.
Judging by what I've heard from the stories from him, he frames her as somebody who's just not very capable. And at some point, he's going to start needing her to do more and more stuff because he can barely even play video games anymore. So I'm guessing that she has to start pulling her weight at some point. No pun intended. Pun intended.
Thank you. Actually,
she's fat.
Fuck you.
Yeah, guys, I've been telling you.
Go ahead, Steve. Yep.
That's going to be the thing that ends her because it's fine to be like, oh yeah, we're married and I live here now and it's great because I don't have to pay for things and he orders with DoorDash and all that stuff. But like at some point, he's going to have a bit of a medical emergency and she's going to realize I have signed up for a life of changing his diapers. I am not cleaning up shit from him. If he's ill and he's sick, I am not wiping up the vomit. I'm not changing his colostomy bag. She's going to realize, this marriage entails some responsibility of care for your husband and fucking bail at that point. So the ultimate goal is team divorce. I'm telling you, we're playing the long game, lads. Keep hold of your stock.
So you're saying that you keep playing the long game. Like your team divorced because eventually they will get divorced. Like that's
the ultimate goal.
Right. Okay.
Who's gonna pay out all these people? By the way, it can't be us.
Eventually, your coin's gonna have some value. But... So buy it now.
Yes, buy now, guys. The markets are open. Kevin Bear Jr. says, "I love what he calls his he calls it coverage of Street Fighter 6. Like there's anything analytical of value to his. Yeah, it's a great point. He does say coverage. So I'm continuing my coverage of Street Fighter 6 today. Like, okay,
Posted an
coverage.
article over on the King of Hate forums.
Yeah. All right. Tech Enthusiast says, "Hey guys, been stuck in the DSP vortex since 2016. Whoa, dude. Recently discovered TBS and love what you guys do. Keep it up. Thanks, man." And yes,
No, you got that wrong. You're supposed to say like I've been a big fan of yours since like 2008. And you were 4.
Yeah, 2008. Go older. Swedish drummer says,
DC.
hearing how he treats his cat, being a cat owner myself, makes me unbelievably mad. Yeah, I mean, you keep your pet like an asshole. I mean, it's fucked up, man. And to the fact that it's like, again, it's okay to forget it once in a while. All right, but like, it's so loaded up. The cat's like, fuck this. That's a problem, man. That's a problem. And oh shit, I guess he loaded it up. Why is our cat being fussy? What could it be? I guess he loaded it up. Thank God they don't have kids. Jesus Christ, can't even take care of a cat, man. Cat's like let's get real. Cat's a very easy pet. You all would agree, cat owners. Miles easier than a dog, right? Come on.
Yeah, I think it's.
I'm sorry. I thought you said. I thought you meant cat as in cat was a pet.
No, I can't. She can't be a pet yet. I haven't figured that out yet.
Right.
I think that's the sort of root of the problem is that he heard that compared to dogs, cats are quite low maintenance because they are compared to dogs. Dogs require a lot more attention and a lot more of your time. But that doesn't mean that cats are pieces of piss to take care of. They still have needs and they still want attention and they still need care and you still have to feed them and clean their shit and all that stuff. You still have a living animal to take care of. It's just less time than a dog. It doesn't mean it's no time at all. But I bet he heard that and thought, yeah, great, I'll have a cat. Be a piece of piss. I can bring it up on stream if I want, Yeah.
People will donate. Be great.
We do a big dramatic reveal. No one will know.
Ira says Phil already relies on Cat to schedule his haircut. Used to be mommy would remind him, but
dude, now it all makes sense. It makes sense why he goes to Curls and Twirls because Kat does all the scheduling and she goes there. So when she goes there, she just says, "Hey, can my bum ass husband also get the Hitler Youth cut this week?" And then they say yes.
I bring in my husband. Can you fuck him up?
Yeah, that's what she says first. My husband's coming in about half an hour. Fuck it up, dude. Seriously, I hate this asshole. I just drive him. I gotta go home.
It's probably the only time she actually goes out as well, apart from work, isn't it? Because she's been going out less and less with him on his to do his errands.
Yeah.
And
Day
stuff.
off. Yeah.
So maybe that's the only time she goes out and does something like that. Who knows?
Guys, you don't get it. She's playing Diablo 4 and she's well ahead of Phil, so it's taking up all the time. She can't do anything else.
Say what you want about Kat. She's a real fucking gamer, dude. She loves games. That's real. That's real love. That's her real marriage partner. Infidel Castro says time doesn't equal skill. Street Fighter won't be the savior he thinks it is. Jax could only afford so much. We'll see. It's going hype now, so he'll keep it going as long as he can. Cody Taylor says, "Welcome back, Sam." There you go. Welcome back, Samuel.
Hello.
Decepticon says, "Love your content. Been a fan for a long time. I've been a fan since 1939 when ALT did speedrunning commentary on the Blitzkrieg." Thank you for that. Don't know what that references to, but whatever. Move on. 5 out of 10. Let's go real quick before we get into the React content. We should talk about the
schedule
Phil again. Scheduling.
What?
Sam's day off.
Sam's day off again. Okay, real quick. The massive retcon. Phil now is again saying he invented a word, and that word is playthrough. He invented the word playthrough. People actually gave him shit for using the word playthrough too back in the day. And he used to be influential. I don't know if you guys knew this. He was very influential. And first of all, about the playthrough, that is just not true at all. There's people from 2006 that used playthrough on YouTube. I found it today. It's on Twitter. But he used this as a springboard to make fun of side scrollers. Right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
he said I was changing the face of how commentary was done. That's what he said. He was changing the face of how commentary was done. And that's what he said. Yeah, talk about delusions of Grandoor. Where were you? He didn't say side scrollers until this moment, by the way. He was just like talking to them without even mentioning them, right? He's like, yeah, I was changed away. Commentary were done. Where were you? Who are you talking about? You know? Oh, okay. Side scrollers. Now I get it. Yeah, delusions of Grandoor. Yeah. What were you doing? Probably taking a shit. That's what he said.
That was the worst. I've never heard anything so bad, man. That was terrible.
What were you doing? Probably taking a shit. Whoa, this guy's hardcore.
Fucking
So, I have a quick debunk on the first point of playthroughs, because if you listen to the exact quote, it is layered in typical DSP bullshit, basically. And so I'm gonna give you the quote.
Yes.
I think it's bullshit. I was using the term playthrough before anyone else of prominence was using it on YouTube.
Okay.
Because purposefully I didn't want to call my game playthroughs, walkthroughs, etc., etc., etc. So it's the signature DSP semantics. He should probably trademark that fucking phrase of phrasing something in a way that it sounds different, but actually you have to like pick it apart to actually find the meaning. So what he's trying to say is that he was the first one that had clout that used the term playthrough. Because yeah, you can find a lot of channels from like 15 years ago, maybe like 2005. I see you found one from like 2006 that used the term playthrough. He didn't claim he invented it. He claimed he was the first big baller to actually adopt the phrase, which it deserves even less credit than if he claimed that he invented it, because it basically worthless. It's like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, what do you expect, a medal for this, for adopting a phrase?
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, what does it matter anyway? Like, you use the word.
This is all Al Bundy. All Al Bundy. Just trying to glory days. They don't remember that I was influential. I would have a video about like HIPAA or one of these big government bills, and people would share that. People would contact their congressman about it. Like, I was influential back then. It's like, oh my god,
right, okay,
this is
because the bits about Soper and Pippa are particularly well viewed because they're the start of Metal Gear Solid 2.
They are, yeah.
That's why they're viewed a lot. They're the start of the Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough. But also, this is 4th place at Evo again. This is top ranked #1 American Street Fighter 2 Turbo conversion version PS1 player in the world. This is all those qualifiers that make him, think, right, I'm better than you. Any way that I can elevate myself above you, I will. Even if I have to add all these like little steps that sort of like disqualify you bit by bit, I'll fucking do it. Could have been 4th at Evo, but no, I was the #1 top-ranked Super Turbo player in America because everyone above me was Japanese. So
yeah, that's a joke, by the way. Even that's a joke now. Of course, I'm going to say that. I'm just joking around. Yeah.
I have something to add to the second part of the topic, which is, where were you? Were you taking a shit? It's like, DSP. Where did all that cloud get you? Let's compare the current situations.
Yeah.
I mean, DSP barely pays his bills. His life objective, his goal in life is to be able to get more credit so he can get into even more debt. And Craig is doing pretty fine. He looks like he's doing all right. And he got some social connections, and he has his podcast and does his thing. So I don't know, man. All this cloud, it kind of makes him look bad when he's flexing cloud from like 20 years ago that is all gone, and all that's left from it is Jade and Game Tracker. So I don't know, man. Maybe don't brag about stuff like that.
That's bleak.
I'll tell you where all that clout went. Next, the week after the side scrollers did the interview with DSP, they had James Rolfe on. They had the Angry Video Game Nerd on.
Exactly,
Do you think they'd have done that if it weren't for DSP? No.
Ah, yes.
I mean, Craig was doing better than Phil not long after that as well. Phil went to his convention, like,
This is not even a competition. I mean, Craig had a website that was big enough to get bought out by another company. He got all that fucking money, and now he's making another go at this online shit. I know now, but even now, he could a sponsor could talk to Craig and not get laughed out of the building. Like, whoa, no, not Craig, not studying Craig. That's what literally Phil is at now. No one wants to interact with him. Also, we were Craig and the side scores fucked up DSP Reacts with the interviews. He had a lot of interviews lined up, guys, but that all got thrown to shit.
It's bullshit.
At least two people, that he was definitely talking to.
After the interview happened, like 1 or 2 days when he was like at his most pissed off, he mentioned that he wanted to do the DSP Asks It even more to show them how a fair and objective interview should be should be made. And so that's just bullshit. It's almost like now, not even the people that agreed to do the interview, which one of them was Boogie, by the way, he admitted to it, not even they want to talk to DSP and have anything to do with him, because even they think he's a bum.
DSP asks.
That's the best point. It's like, what is what you've done get you, right? You know, like that's every day he's fighting with himself about having to prove that to himself. That's why he's saying it, guys. Just talking to himself. Like, I was an innovator. People listened to me. I was talking about stuff. People did stuff. They don't even know that. Mouth droolers. What were you doing? Probably taking a shit. And what do you have now? You know, just like remember when someone brought up that fucking scene with Mike Watson, and they said like, look at him now, what is he doing?
Yeah.
And Phil's like, what do they mean? Look at him now. What do they even mean? Yeah, I'm making a living online. Like, there's more to it than that, man. No one wants to be you in the universe except for maybe 3 people: Jade, Derek, and Game Tracker, maybe. Like that's the end of
Slayer would also miss the reaction.
Jade just wants to be DSP so he can walk. If we gotta be honest, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is.
It's extremely toxic. But yes.
What does Phil? What is Phil's? I mean, he has no plan. I know this, but like when you try and think about it, you're like, well, what's his end game? Like, what does he think's going to happen at the end of all this? Are we all going to look back and go, actually, yeah, this guy was an innovator, like what you really think that you're doing good things, and it's just it's almost hard to put to words.
That delusional, He genuinely thinks he's owed that level of respect for like the minimum effort that he's put into anything in his life. It's probably going to be like people were doing YouTube and doing things like this, and then I came along with my friends and revolutionized things with Project 7, and now everybody does like skits and series and things on YouTube. I was there first with like editing. KO Gaming took off because it was innovative. DSP Street Fighter was like the center of the FGC back in 2009. You want all that because he's that delusional. So, yeah, that's why he's amazing for me psychologically.
Like I said earlier, you should brag about stuff like that only if it contributed to you being in a better situation now. Because he's bragging about stuff that got him to level 1. So basically nothing came out of it. It was good for a little bit. He made a lot of money from it. He spent all the money. He's on level 1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. We did Project 7. I gave up on it. I was editing for a while. I gave up on it. There's just an endless series of these things until now. It's just the shell of just fuck all. Like, it's just nothingness. It's just turn up for stream, talk for a bit, play a game, go away for a bit, stream, play a game. And then at the end of the day, it's like, tell everyone about what happened on the stream. And then it's just like...
So about schedule.
I can like already hear that. And then I transitioned into streaming, which gave me like the opportunity to be a more interactive content creator with my audience.
Yeah, exactly. And then he has to put that like weird positive spin on it when it's just like, it's just an entire nothing burger of a career.
Yeah, but I mean, like look at like say Maximilian. He did back when Street Fighter Cross Tekken was being released. He did a bunch of stuff to like promo that, and they had a series on YouTube. And it's like it wasn't the greatest game, didn't get received very well, but he went on to build on that and like do better. And now he's at a position where he can look back and think, I'm happy I did that because it got me here.
Yeah.
You know, whereas
exactly.
Phil has, like, I was once up there and now I'm down here. You know, at least back then when I was working with Machinima, I had the potential to ask for things, you know, could like expand what I'm doing that way. But now, not even Boogie wants to talk to me. Not even Wings or Rich will talk to me, you know.
Just like I know it's not comparable at all, but like Maximilian Dude right now is like going all out with content for Street Fighter 6 because he's a smart individual and understands now you strike while the iron's fucking hot. You know, what does Phil do? I'm so busy. I gotta play. I gotta do Zangief tomorrow. I'm doing Chun-Li. You know what they're doing? They're fucking playing all the day. Videos coming out 8 times a day. They're like, literally, now is the time you do the DSP plan of spam videos. Because now is when you do it. And fucking Mike Watson literally went to Japan so he could play more. You know, I want to play against Japanese players, making interesting content. What do you get with Phil?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sort of play some lobbies and like complain. That's what you get.
What you get with Phil is an hour and a half of talking and then a bit of Q&A before the game starts.
You just to put it off for as long as possible. The thing about Max that I love is that you can feel the passion like dripping off him almost, because it was funny the other day because obviously he's churning out the Street Fighter stuff, understandably, probably playing it offline, I don't know, or just doing really long streams of it. And then we got the Final Fantasy trailer dropping, and he had to go straight on and do an interview, like a Twitch Rivals thing afterwards, and you could see him there just sat there going, I really want to talk about that, I want to talk about that, you know. He's just like, can we wrap this up now, please? And it's just like we've said before, and like I've said, you know, they're just polar opposites. He loves what he's doing, he loves gaming, and then there's Phil, who's just like, he's just like this job that he just like, and it's just like this treadmill. It's
Max got MK1. Holy shit!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, he's going to these things where he gets to play things early, and where's Phil?
It's just
he's having fun on level 1. That's where Phil is.
Yeah, get fun. We're still on level 1, having fun out here. Big up to Iviga says Phil needs his wife to take care of him. Oh yeah, he still needs that for sure. Ferengi Phil says, rule of acquisition number 9. No achievement, real or imagined, is too great to claim credit for. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Kid Flim in the house says, it's the regarded leading the regarded. Highly regarded. Super chat there. Bob Starsky says, great to see Fantastic Solero.
Yeah, they do have Mango in.
This is a Mango reference, isn't it?
Yeah, they do have Mango.
Fantastic.
I checked.
I don't actually like Mango, by the way, just to put that out.
Oh, what flavor do you enjoy?
Solero's a nice one.
Of ice cream, of course. That's a serious question.
I don't know. Anything but mango. I just don't like mango. I don't like pineapple.
They did do like, I think it's like a raspberry one. They did like a.
There you go. I'll do.
No mango, kitty. No mango. Anyways,
what I do like just to sort of like in you know, because mango isn't enough. Tango do ice creams and they're orange flavored, and they have like a real thick liquid syrup thing inside them. So they do a cherry flavor as well, which is very nice. So
lovely,
you know, just for people, just in case people might like cherries. You know, it's also a nice fruit.
Extremely nice, very soft. Anyways, let's get to yesterday's react. No JOI. Thank you, Frankie. No JOI. I see JOI. You're out. We need to.
Equals gay.
We need a no JOI emote in chat stat. Anyways, real quick, let's get so yesterday I was on Decepticon's show. I got to watch my first time. I saw the whole fucking reacts thing. And drop some notes, of course. I don't know how much of you, the boys, watch this either, but it starts out with half an hour on how the shuffle feature, shuffle technique is going to revolutionize DSP versus the internet. 30 minutes. There's a little other details, but no content. Talking about the shuffle feature, talking about reacts, how it's going to work. 30.
Putting content on YouTube for like, 15 years nearly now. Still don't know how to make shuffles a playlist. You don't know how to like look at the playlist and go click, shuffle.
Yeah. And anytime he figures something out like that, he like makes a big deal out of it. Like the fact that he's like, I've synced it up with my phone. And
yes, he showed the phone. Like, I got it
out.
synced up right here. I got it synced up on this. This is my phone. I got it synced up on this. This is gonna be really cool. You guys are gonna like this. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Which then meant he couldn't get rid of the bar at the bottom because there was no. Come on, man.
So obviously he's using this. This is all a big ruse, by the way, just to get the members back because he wants those members back. So something's wrong. The members are gone. What the fuck, guys? Where'd you guys go? I got this new idea. I'm going to do shuffle. So now it's all shuffled. You get equal chance. And he said, this is an exciting week to become a member, guys. This is a very exciting week to become a member because it's going to be random. And also, I love how it says, this is my daytime stream. So you guys know, if you want to support, this is my daytime stream. I'm just trying to figure out in my mind, why is that like, is that incentive for me to donate? Because it's his daytime stream. It's not like, it's what else could it possibly be? Is my question, I guess. This is my daytime stream, guys. So if you want to hook up, what else could it be? I don't understand that statement. This is a funny observation I had.
Yeah, that's because he expects to make more money on the daytime stream because he usually makes more money on the day stream than on the night stream. So it's a hint of like, you guys, today should be a good day, right? Right? It's just like very thinly veiled, just straight up begging you for money. And he used to straight up beg you for money and was more entertaining than this, acting like he's not begging you for money, but still begging you for money.
That's my favorite routine. We get the whole, if you want to support the channel, super chat, super stickers, everything but tips is last every time. Solid. Yeah. Oh, and of course.
Guys, I don't know if you guys know this. I'm crowdfunded individual. Things you won't see on this channel. Sponsorships? No, you will not see those. Ads?
Sponsorships, partnerships, whatever it is.
Engaging chat.
You won't see ads except if you watch this video on demand. Then you'll see 20 ads. So just so you know that. You won't see ads live, but if you watch it in replay, you got to see a lot of fucking ads. Just get ready for that, all right? Anyways, let's get to the actual React starts. I'm going to skip everything boring because there was a lot boring, of course. But the fun starts. We got this little real versus fake sub-theme for this React. And Phil, like we talked about in the Street Fighter, I think he found on a comment he could always make. So he said, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to comment on this on every video. So there's a college humor video, which is an old school comedy site, where it was wrestling move or alcoholic drink. All right, so it was like, I can't even fucking remember. It was like,
like
Whambo Bambo. Yeah, Stone Cold versus the Whambo Bambo thing. And it was like, guess it. Yeah. So Phil, they would do it, play the fucking game, it's dumb. And they did a move. Like, if you guess it wrong, by the way, there was a real wrestler that would do the move to you. That's the gimmick of that's what made it funny. So someone guessed whatever, Rambo Bambo, whatever, Rambo Bambo Slam. And the wrestler doesn't move. And Phil said, oh my God, that's not the real move. This is fake.
Yeah,
this is fake because they're not doing the real wrestling move. This is all fake, dude. That was the comment. This is all fake. This is all fake. They're doing the different wrestling move, guys.
Yep. It wasn't the first time he said something was fake as well yesterday.
Oh no.
Yeah, this feels like if something is fake and he doesn't call it out, he's gonna be made to look like a fool, like with other stuff that's been fake before and he thought it was real. So now everything is instantly fake because he's smarter than you and he can see everything that's fake. Even the real stuff is fake.
And he will keep the theme going. Go ahead.
Do you think he's noticed then that we like everybody's been saying he doesn't get it when it's a joke? He doesn't get it.
I think so. I think so.
He's gone back to him then. Yeah.
I think he definitely matters. Like, okay, I need to acknowledge that I know this is not actual real, even though it's a comedy skit that was supposed to be funny. And he's like flexing like on wrestling, like, oh, I know that's not real. That's not real. This whole thing is not real. Then he kind of just checks out, even though the video is not over. All right, so next video is Rapping for Jesus, which is a funny video. I don't know if you guys seen this. It's an old guy that says like the N word, African American N word. You should say it. Phil watches it until it gets to that point, then says, "Oh my God, this is fake. This is fake. This is not real. This is fake."
See,
like that's a negative. Like this is a negative because this is not real. Guys, I can't believe this is real. This is not real. Who is making that choice? If this, It's not even an element that I'm thinking about in my mind. Is this real or fake? I understand it's a funny video, but he says this is fake. This is just as fake, guys. And like, I get disappointed in that.
It's just something weird.
What
like
about it?
Takozilla said something like, I think that this like it was rehearsed. Like, you can tell that.
Yeah, look at this lady. It looks like she's rehearsed and she's doing dancing moves like in a music video, like you kind of do if you're watching fucking Britney Spears or Miley Cyrus. They have dance moves. He said, look at this. She's doing dance moves. They rehearsed this.
Why does he think that? I mean, he didn't rehearse for Project 7, surely. Yeah. So
they did. They read it out on this couch.
Yeah.
So why is it? I mean, it's people rehearse before they film stuff. Yeah.
I have no idea where that came from. I just have no idea where that came from.
What is real and fake in the context of a music video?
Exactly.
The green screen background is fake. What?
If it's a Ty Williams,
it's hard.
Fisheye lens, then it's real, and everything else is fake.
It's hard to think about what he was analyzing, but I guess it's because it's like not a real sermon. I guess, but that even if they're doing a real sermon that doesn't use the N-word, you still rehearse it and like, all right, guys, here's the dance moves. Let's get it straight. I really can't understand where he's at. You know,
to get like this is the absolute most like best case scenario is that he meant that they're not real. Like whatever they were, pastors or whatever, and this is a funny song in the style of someone that is a pastor trying to be cool. But I don't know if that's what he was going for. Like, it's hard to say.
It's like I would never judge that video on real or fake. It's trying to be funny, but
funny, yeah.
Also, thank you for pointing that out, Killjucker. The old lady turns her back to this camera and goes like, "Woo!" like that. Yeah. Nothing provocative, full pants on. Phil, of course.
Jesus.
Head goes away. Head away. Like, look, not even like, let me look at chat. It's like, I got to look anywhere else. Okay, yeah. Oh, man, this is fake. At least 70-year-old woman, not being offensive. 70-year-old woman, fully pants on, just turns her back to the camera. And she did a little woo thing. But I mean, it's supposed to be funny, man. It was this amazing start.
But
that's what
when the funny part happened, which is the guy saying the N-word, we get the biggest pop of the night. It was amazing. God. He loved it.
Anyway, let's move on to Mr. Beast's video. So this was someone that had a video about what happened to the prize winners of Mr. Beast, right? So, of course, I know this is a LARPer's choice, by the way, just trying to get him to talk about Mr. Beast. I see you, buddy. So here's what happened. So in one of these stories, I don't know the competition, but you had to like live somewhere that's not your house, but they give you a fake house. You know, you live in a fake house. They're kind of recording. I don't remember exactly what the deal was. But so this dude won the competition, whatever it was. You got $500,000 prize to win this competition. Remember, you have a fake house, right? You live in a fake house. But during the competition, they destroyed that fake house. Okay? Fake house. They destroyed it. Phil said this. Well, I don't know. Is $500,000 worth it if I'm going to lose my house? Do you think $500,000 is enough for him to rebuild his life? I don't think so. So let me remind you, this is a fake house for a competition that was so clearly fake and destroyed during the competition. He said, is $500K enough to rebuild his life?
I think he's thinking in a different direction, as in, you know, they have to live there for a month or whatever. So in that time, you can't work, so you can't get your payment, so you can't pay your bills. Completely ignoring the fact that people sometimes have savings and can pay more than 1 month's worth of rent at a time.
Yeah, but it's not raining, no, man. So he can't use the rainy day fund.
Yeah, obviously.
That's amazing. I guess that's if I think it like that way, okay, now it makes a little more sense. But still, 500. So you have to think every single person on Earth now basically is living paycheck to paycheck, by the way. And if you miss 1 month, your house is gone. That's what he's thinking.
You have to think that he's sort of like considering the costs that I have outgoing, plus like any arrears that I might incur for like not paying for a month. will not be offset by $500,000. You know, he could
that's
fix
what I'm
his
saying. Like,
fucking house.
He said the house. That he literally said $500K is not enough if I'm going to lose my house. So it's either he thinks Mr. Beast destroyed that dude's actual house, or you lose your house if you have a month off of work. I guess. I mean, one of those two options it has to be.
Do you think they come around and like actually demolish your house?
They destroyed a fake house, and it's clearly fake. Yeah,
but is Phil thinking they come round and destroy your house?
I guess that's what he's thinking. He's just digging for anything negative about Mr. Beast the whole time. Yeah.
There's no way his house is worth $500,000. Not in that condition.
I think it is. Yeah. From the outside it is. Go ahead,
It's just funny because the things that aren't fake that he's saying might be fake. He's getting that backwards. And then there's the Mr. Beast video where there is something that's fake, but he thinks it's real. So he's completely got it completely backwards. He just doesn't get things.
No, he just stopped watching enough, and he kind of just like makes a decision like, oh, his house got destroyed. But if you watch the video like you're supposed to be doing, you'd know that it was a fake house. But that's what I thought. Anyway, someone else in this next competition to get the like fucking the chocolate factory thing. Yeah,
why would anyone want a chocolate factory?
Why would you want a chocolate factory? That's what his slide was. Like, if you win, you're like, yep, you know what the upkeep cost that would be?
You know,
you
like,
can sell
ironically,
yeah.
You know, your favorite sort of like go.
Yeah.
Like the guy behind that band owns a chocolate factory, so there's a nice little link there.
Nice. For you. But then, like, even if you like, by the way, Mr. Beast thought of that, and he instantly bought the chocolate factory from the winner. Like, they had that planned already. But also, there was people that YouTube vloggers that bought $1,000 worth of chocolate bars to try to win the golden ticket. You know, like as a meme for their channel. And they didn't get it, but Mr. Beast mailed them a ticket to the thing anyway, because they're big vloggers, and obviously Mr. Beast is smart. So, hey, I want people that are big to be on my competition. Here, you're in the competition. Phil called that staged. From that point on, the whole competition is staged because they were given the ticket to go, and they didn't actually pull the thing. They still had to go through the whole competition, by the way. Because of that, the whole thing was staged. Why would anyone watch this? It's all staged. So... which is fine. He just hates Mr. Beast. I mean, just the jealousy is just overwhelming when Mr. Beast
is on. Hater, sometimes I admire his ability to be a hater. I'm almost jealous of how good of a hater he is. He's just hating people not only for no reason, but he invents reasons that don't exist just to hate on him, and pretends to be like righteous about it, like he's trying to make a point or there's some morality out there. Well, he just hates the guy because he's jealous. And he just hates the guy because he's more successful than he is. Come on.
That's why you have to twist that morality around, isn't it? And,
it's very malleable. Like Mr. Beast is cool, but he's doing that for other publics. So like, what? I mean, is that really is that charity? I don't even know. You know, like that's not how I was brought up.
Yeah, hey Phil, what have you done for charity? You done any charity streams? You know,
donated
fuck
anything? You.
Right,
fuck
banned.
you.
That's personal. I can't tell you because it would put my family at risk. You know,
you go to hell. That's not how I was raised as a Catholic person. Go to hell. Anyways, great point by Ghost Hunter. Interesting how Phil speculates costs and such in hypothetical situations, but can't be bothered to take those things into consideration in his real life. Great point. Because that is true.
Yeah.
He loves guessing how much this shit costs. Oh, could you imagine? That probably cost $1 million. Whoa, that probably cost $500,000. Yeah, but with his own life,
it costs about $1,000 to fix.
Who knows it? Next, so that's another. By the way, that's another. We have 3 videos in a row that have pointed out where he had to mention if it's real or fake. This competition was fake now because that nonsense about those person were given an entry ticket. That's fake. Next, there's a video of a guy that works at a gas station that records people, and when he makes videos out of people stealing, so he makes like fun videos of watching them, and like he talks over it and stuff. So this is like whatever, it's fine, but Phil has a tough understanding of why people steal things, and like he was saying, like, why are they doing this? They're gonna get caught. I try to explain to us, a younger person about this, like. Some people are in tough situations where they have to steal stuff. They don't really want to steal stuff, but they have to kind of steal stuff. And I don't know the case of this person. Of course, they could have been fucking idiots. But he was like, why are they so scared? It looks like they don't want to do this. Like, he couldn't understand that point of, like, lots of people that steal don't want to steal, And, like, who knows the situation here. But it was just funny how, like, Phil couldn't get past that thought of, like, sometimes people steal when they don't want to steal. But he was like, why are they so? It looks like they're kind of apprehensive about this. Like, yeah, you think? You know, some people aren't really excited about stealing. But of course, he gave this one. This is a real though. This one got the real rating. This is a real video because it's real.
Nice.
And he says, why do people do that? He catches them every time. Which I thought was kind of funny because you're watching a video on this guy's channel. Of course, he's going to show you he catches, like, videos are going to be of catching people.
Yeah. To sort of like say, hey, I catch people.
Yeah,
Don't come in and steal from me.
It's like, it's a funny statement. I thought, like, he catches them every time. Like, yeah, if you watch like a fishing video, you're gonna see him catch some fish sometimes, you know, like he catches fish every time, dude. It's crazy. Just a weird statement.
At some point, wasn't he like the guy was stealing something and like, you know, getting it under his shirt or whatever, and feels like, why didn't he steal the bigger thing? Why is he stealing the small thing? Why didn't he steal the bigger thing? And it's like, maybe that's harder to get under your shirt. Sneak out, you know?
Yeah. Like, why is he stealing the nuts? Like, somebody's got to eat, man. You got to get something small. Yeah. I mean, it looks like asshole kids, but
sometimes people steal because there's a thrill to it. I've seen plenty of people do it, mostly like teenagers and stuff. They steal super minor things just to feel like they're breaking the law, and they got away with it. And 100%. The whole thing of like, why would they steal? They're gonna get caught, is because a lot of the times you just don't get caught. You just get away with it.
Yeah.
So,
stores have lost, don't they? They write off like certain losses because it's easier and cheaper for them to do that than it is to like pursue you into a court of law. They'll like egregious cases that get, you know, the police involved. Most of the time, if you're nicking like a bar of chocolate or something, they're like, oh fuck it, whatever. You're not worth chasing down and trying to like, you know, restrain in a way that, you know, we might hurt you and then you could sue us. So fuck it, you know, it's not worth the effort.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same guy that said, why did they steal one tire? Remember? Why did they steal one tire? Like, sometimes you just need one fucking tire, you know? But yeah.
Meanwhile, as well, just to paint a bit of a... Oh, go on. From me, okay, you go.
Yeah, early pandemic, when people were stealing stuff just because they could, and they would just walk in the store, take something, and leave, everybody would see them, but they didn't care. They just could. So they just did it.
Exactly. So people do things, and there's not always an explanation. But yeah, just to paint the picture. Meanwhile, watching all this stuff, the videos he's reacting to are all much louder than him. By the way, so he's
it sounds like the fucking Shinko video. You know, it looks like they're stealing some stuff. I can't tell.
No. Has he not learned from Diablo? Has he not learned from that?
Oh man, that one.
The lightning strikes. Yeah, it was really good.
No, not a care in the world. Just screaming over shit.
And I noticed it was particularly bad. He watched like a random like LGR video, didn't he, with Clint making a sandwich?
Yes, making a sandwich.
And like he's there cutting up like loads of tomatoes, and you can hear him. He's like, "Oh, avocado," and you can just hear him like just interjecting just what's on screen. What was the other thing I was going to say? Exactly.
Looks like a pizza. It looks like they're making a pizza.
Yeah, that shit. Just constantly throughout the whole thing, and to the point where you're like, "Can you just shut the fuck up so I can hear the guy talking?" Like, at this point, I could just hear like nothing. You know.
No, you can't hear anything. Just him screaming, and then LGR, you know, just explaining very clearly what he's doing. He said at the end, Phil said to LGR, outside of the too many tomatoes, he did a good job. Good job. He's making the sandwich for you.
Seal of approval.
Yeah, just like one of the best like wholesome content creators on YouTube, and it's just like there you got the DSP thumbs up there. Oh, that was the other thing. He quite early on as well. He told everyone to stop spamming Skip, or they were going to get banned instantly. And I was like,
yes,
I'd love to see what would happen if Derek spammed Skip. Like, what would happen there?
Oh yeah, we got to get him to try that. Well, this was interesting this week because he didn't have that many videos. Actually, guys, he didn't have that many videos. So
he got to the end. Yeah,
because he got to the end, he only had like 14 total people putting videos or something like that. The number was very low, and like only 4 people from the super supporters gave videos at all. So you know it's good when people just don't want to even fucking do it. So we got to see a lot more videos this week.
He's getting a lot of like repeated videos of stuff like, oh look, it's another thing from Singapore, great.
Yeah.
Because he's putting so many limits on what you can actually submit to him. Every time he comes up with a video that you don't like, it's like, right, guys, you need to stop submitting this. I've told you, if it's this long, or if it's about this, or if it contains this sort of music, or it might be copyrighted, you know, and all this, all these sort of like disqualify. You can't submit anything. So
yeah, it's like you're trigger shy, right? To choose a video you don't want to get shit on, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways,
you're going to waste your one video on something that might not get seen. You're going to go, yeah, I'm going to send him another Uncle Roger video. He'll definitely watch that.
Send him food. He fucking loves that food.
Guys, I see that everybody's like talking about who submitted this. Yes, I know it's obvious who submitted this, and I know that people don't like this. But, you know, it's like, fucking throwing Slayer under the bus because nobody liked all the videos.
Totally. He made Slayer feel like a bitch, man. He's like, okay, guys, we all know who submitted this, okay? We all know it. No one needs to say it, all right? Like, Slayer's here, dude. He can hear. You know, it's like, all right, guys, we know who did this one. You know, just kind of let it
K-pop
go.
weirdos here.
I know you all hate it. I know everybody hates it.
We all hate this asshole. We live with him, though, you know? That's true.
Shut the fuck up and we'll get great together.
Yeah. All right, guys, just keep it down. We got, you know who it is. Come on. So there was a video about someone. I'm going to say the race because it's important for the story. To me, it doesn't matter, but I have to say this. There was a black lady who was screaming about pizza. Like, we got pizza here. Come on down to the pizza, right? That was just her job.
Great. Yeah,
she was having fun. It literally, you know, a bright light in that restaurant, you know, or that what's grocery store for sure. Just like pizza, cool. But of course, Phil looks like he's in hell watching this. Like he has no comments at all. Silence, right? Just silence the whole time.
Out his hands, didn't he?
Yeah, he wants to die. He wants to die because he can't think of what to say. But they show one clip of a young, I have to say the race again because it matters. A white girl, maybe 12 years old, 13 years old. And they show when the lady screams pizza kind of loudly, people turn kind of surprised. So what was Phil's first comment after a long sentence of silence? He goes, yo, you see that white girl?
Yeah.
Like, nothing wrong with that statement, but it's just a little bit very strange that race came into it. And you think it had something to do with the pizza lady being black? I don't know, but I'm thinking yes, because his race is just imprinted in the mind. And his first comment is, yo, look at that white girl.
Why would she pay attention to that black woman?
Something's not right, man. Something's not right.
It's amazed that the woman singing for pizza didn't actually try to steal anybody's handbags. That's what it is.
Yo, look at that white girl. And we're not done the white talk, my friends. We are not even close to done the race talk.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, we know. We know.
Okay, so real quick, we'll get there. I'll add you a little more. There was we saw a McDonald's from a different country. So this was Phil loves these, loves this shit.
Another one where he compares like McDonald's from one country to McDonald's with another.
Yeah. I've never seen waffle fries at a McDonald's. I've never seen this.
Mika, did you get one when you were on the Reacts with the Decepticon? Did you have a?
It might have been one of the ones that I did by myself, but I definitely saw it, and it hurts. It's painful. It's terrible.
So he says the worst. The things that you know, like, oh, America ones don't have that. You think, jackass? That's the whole fucking point. But anyways, they have a banana pie. Or, you know, like apple pie from McDonald's. I don't know if you guys have those in the UK and stuff. The kind of ones like this. Yeah. So this is the comment. I wrote it down. So this exact quote. So the lady takes the banana pie and opens it up and shows the contents. He goes, what the hell? Wait, is that banana inside? Yes, it's like banana. It's a banana pie. That was the comment.
No.
What the hell? Wait, is that banana inside? Yes, it's like banana.
No, you're fucking with us now. No, I'm not. No. It's literally called a fucking banana pie. No, you're not.
That's the comment.
You are fucking
that
with
is
us
the
now.
Comment. What the hell? Wait, is that banana inside? Yes, it's like banana.
Bro, what? It's like that
see, like-
meme. Oh, yes, the floor here is made out of floor.
Exactly. So that was a real. He was very proud of that video. He had a lot of fun in that video. We saw the whole fucking thing for sure. Oh, looks good. Looks like that's cooked the right way, not like in America. Anyways, next up, Japanese commercial. Japanese commercial medley, of course. Which something which very funny.
Oh, long man.
Long man. It's a funny kind of thing, you know. He's long man. He's extra long. So the women. It appears that the girl likes long man instead of her husband. Right. So here's a notice. A very detailed thing I noticed. There was kissing a few times between this husband and wife. Again, we get the turn anywhere else. You know. Oh, I'm over here. I'm here. I'm up here. But there's a catch at the end of this where the guy, long man, actually doesn't like the female. He likes the male. He likes the man. And of course they get kind of they don't like make out or anything, but they get, you know, and Phil, of course, he can watch this fully. No turn away. Oh, hell no. Kissing? Yeah. But male and female kissing, cannot see. Male and male kissing, bring it on. I guess Kat doesn't get pissed at that. It's a legitimate funny commercial, though. That was a funny commercial for sure.
It's awesome, yeah. I love them. I've seen all of them, and they're fucking great. They're really funny and goofy and in that Japanese style way. And they're great.
Definitely. Hardcore Japanese style and funny. Next up, we talked about the LGR sandwich, whatever. All right, so there's a song I want to talk about, and I try to explain here. There's two gentlemen you could see are white. I'm not sure the race, culture, but there's a white gentleman on the top left. There's a white gentleman on the top right. That's all I can tell you. There's also English subtitles, and there's also Chinese subtitles. Okay, so the song is playing. It's like very typical R&B kind of song, not rap per se, but it's kind of R&B-ish. Yeah. And Phil is all he can do because he can't figure out what they're singing about. Yeah, it has lyrics. Lyrics are there for you to read. He keeps fucking bitching about, I'm trying to understand what they're singing about. I'm trying to understand the song. I can't get it. Words are there. He's not reading them. He's just talking about how he can't understand it. Then he says this, my friends. This song is too urban for me.
Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, please.
Okay, here you go.
What? I don't know what they're saying. This is too urban for me. I don't understand what they're saying. I'm way too white. I don't understand it.
Dude.
Was he listening to Joey?
Yeah, Joey. That was Joey. Yes, that was Joey.
Yeah, that must have been a troll. That's a troll submission, 100%.
Why, though?
It fucking worked.
Joey is a meme rapper. He has one song that's called Gout. I play it on my streams, so it's definitely a troll. None of DSP's fans listen to Joey.
Yeah, but I'm saying this song was nothing about like anything. It was about Pfizer or something.
Gout or something.
Yeah. This was like in Phil's mind was a legit song, right? Or did he know about that meme? I guess and was trying to get a way out of it.
That would be obscure.
Also, it's kind of satire SoundCloud rap, so it's not for real. For real, it's actually a parody.
Okay, but would you consider that urban style? That's not even like. That's like totally like. You know, middle of the road R&B that you get from fucking, you know, the middle of the road song of all. You know, it's like fucking. Don't want to say like Taylor Swift, but it's like that kind of mainstreamy style.
Yeah,
if you don't know who that is.
Sound, didn't it? Like you could hear it on the radio nowadays. So
but Phil's comment of that's so urban. That was. I guess maybe there's more to the story though. If he knew it was a meme and he's trying to find a way out of it, he just says it's too urban. But that doesn't sound urban, you know?
What is urban even supposed to mean as like a
great
qualifier for something?
It's African American. Let's get real. Let's get real. It means DMX.
Especially if your counter to it's too urban is I'm too white.
Yes, that's the thing. That's the key. That's the key. He says it's too urban. I'm too white. So in his head, we know if it's urban, it ain't white.
Okay, well, I have the definition of it.
Please.
First one is in relating to or characteristic of a town or city. That's not what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Second one is denoting or relating to popular dance music associated with black performers.
Okay, that's what he's talking about then.
So yeah,
I guess
that's
he
what
does
it
have
is.
that
We got him.
So it means too black, though. That was too
But
black.
he's not racist, you guys. He had a black friend.
He did.
like Super Juffer liked to point out though, in the interview, he did confess, I still have these thoughts, these jokes still occur to me. You know,
Oh yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
filter at all. So yeah, it's it's obviously an example of like the limited social interaction that he's had with other people and other ethnicities. It's his insulated white bubble, you know, has sort of like kept him at a point where you can't read the lyrics on screen because they're too urban for him.
But he could have just said that he's too old to understand it, which I would understand, because like not all old people understand like mumble rap and cloud rap or whatever it's called nowadays.
Do you know what rap is, ALT? Just as the resident.
I've heard about this. It's some of those crazy things, like the Elvis and stuff, all that nonsense. I stay away.
Isn't that like rap one of those things they make in Taco Bell?
Yeah, Kid Flip, gated community rap. Yeah, see, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like gated community rap. It's very like low key, like, hey, we like rap, but it's not real rap. It's not like hardcore rap at all. But it's still too urban for DSP. Way too urban. I'm too white. Come on.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like you might not know what the word peng means, but like don't say that you're too white for it. Like you're just
too old.
You're just too old, mate. That's all it is.
He made his chat describe pop-in tags.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
You had to figure that out.
Pop-in tags. You guys, what is pop-in tags? That's when you buy clothing at the an expensive clothing store. Okay, thanks, Derek.
So next up,
dude, man.
That was another 0% reason for race to be brought up. He brings it up. All right, there we go. Whatever. He didn't say anything racist, but just like, why is it so? That's the first thought in your mind is, I'm too white for this. What? Who describes things like this? Anyways, someone was making an arcade cabinet. He watched like 4 minutes, then decided why this arcade cabinet sucks. It's not for pros. It's not real. They're not using CRT television, so it's not real. Must be cash. Yeah, it's not competitive. Like everyone that wants a full arcade cabinet in their house wants the competitive experience. Yep, definitely. Burning through here. There was a movie, a Korean movie about a hotel for ghosts.
Oh shit, yeah.
So this is like, looks like a fine whatever movie, you know, whatever. But Phil's comment for this was explaining how the hotel economy would work.
Oh,
so how like you pay for it before you die and stuff. That's very, very great.
There was a moment where I think the lead woman and one of the other characters had a brief, passionate embrace where, you know, she leaned in and kissed him, and Phil was immediately.
Oh, yep, another one, yep. And kissing is already out. Kissing is out too, yeah. Kissing is out between a male and a female. The kissing is don't look. Gotta turn away from the screen. We've reached that moment, that point.
I gotta ask you this: if he analyzes literally everything from a super scientific analytical perspective, how is he a fan of Ghostbusters? It's like one of his favorite franchises ever, and it's like a sci-fi comedy movie.
Because they have like bullshit science in there, don't they? Like, you know, the electron pack works by, you know, compressing this thing, and this thing's like a miniaturized nuclear reactor, and it's all like bullshit science it up with a few smart words, and then Phil feels like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
That's real. Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
That's scientifically accurate, you know.
I love how you always focus on Ghostbusters, man. It's hilarious.
But it's
that's Steve Skyrim.
His Ghostbusters name drops is like his whole cultural identity when it comes to like pop culture and movies and media. It's just, I like Ghostbusters, Bill Murray, and songs from the 90s.
Yes.
Does he even like that many songs though? Because he didn't even talk about music that much anymore.
No,
he's like slagging off Drake or something, you know.
Oh God, that was another thing. I don't know if we're gonna get to Thong Song. I don't know if that was on the list.
Yeah. There's a fake song. Yeah.
When he said, what was it? He said, "What's hilarious is that I remember it, and the whole beat and lyrics and everything," and that was it. That was hilarious.
But how is that hilarious? I mean, he was popular when you were growing up. You probably heard it through osmosis to the point where you can remember the lyrics. So
he said people didn't like it. They liked it because it was a joke, and no one really likes Cisco.
Everyone
No one really
liked
likes
that
this
song.
song. I know. That was the biggest song on earth when that came out. Everybody fucking likes that song.
He won 4 awards. I'm not gonna pull him up right now because we don't have much time. But he was nominated for like 4 Grammys that year. In like 2000, 2001, he was winning awards like crazy. Best rap performer, latest like up and coming rap, whatever. But yeah, I mean that song is kind of a meme and a guilty pleasure song. But
yeah. But it's still good. It's a cheesy song about something cheesy and silly, but it's done well enough that it's good and it works. I mean, he was even in True Hill though, like so he was like established as an artist before doing his own thing. So
this is just his weird. Someone's successful, I have to shit talk him somehow. So like people don't even like this song. It's like, funny.
I'd rather be known for the song than being the guy. You know?
Exactly, God.
Plus, that's not all he's known for as well. Like you say, he was in Drew Hill and like Unleash the Dragon as well. That was a tune. So
yeah. Anyway, just weird. He's successful, so he sucks. You know, typical. Next up,
probably jealous because the big show's in the video.
Yeah, go definitely.
WWE wrestlers just like stands there for a few minutes looking at.
Oh, okay.
Real quick, the fish tank clip came up where the fat guy. I forget names, but he was yelling at the girl. One of he like spit on the girl or something. I don't remember. I'm not a big fish tank guy. So, anyways, Phil said I couldn't be on a show like this because if he did that to me, I would knock him out. I would do something. So big tough guy Phil came out. He would take care of the fat guy.
Yeah,
if,
he said he'd hit him, and that would be the end of his.
Yeah, I'd hit him, and that'd be the end of it for me. I'd be the fastest one out ever. Okay. Big, confrontation.
The fat dude, he would beat his ass. No, that's not even going to be a contest. It's not even going to be competitive. Like,
Phil's not competitive anymore. He doesn't have the time. He can't play at a competitive level anymore.
All right, so almost to the end here. This one is kind of the most shocking one for me. So there was a song, and similar to the last song, kind of mainstreamy, kind of R&B-ish sound. It's just white dudes again. I have to say this. They're just white dudes doing this, and they have a video, and they're singing this song. It's a very, again, middle of the road R&B-ish kind of song. You hear 1,000 of these. He says, someone said the beat is nice, and this was Phil's reaction. The beat is nice. You know they didn't make this beat, right? Like, listen, it's synthesized. They didn't make this. They didn't make the song. He has no clue about any of that at all, and that's his comment.
He has no clue about most things, it seems like. There's very little that he knows much about. Like, that's the point.
This is another one of those where it's like most of us are cat owners. It's like most of us have written music at some point.
Yeah.
So hearing shit like that is it's kind of offensive in a way. It's like, mate, you don't know anything about how songwriting works.
Like that it literally mostly is with Phil. It's like Street Fighter 2, Ghostbusters, and food, and like that's pretty much it now.
Why is his first like instinctive thing to do is to discredit somebody for something that somebody else likes? It's like with the Thong song. It was in that trailer for the Twisted Metal thing, and he had to discredit that whole guy's whole existence and all the success he's ever had. It was nothing. And now with this shit too,
because other people have said, "I like that." Somebody said, "I like that."
I think that's what it is.
Right?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. You know, I remember Thong Song. It was a good song. No, you don't remember it. I remember it, and it was a joke. Fuck you all. It's that. It's like you should give
to the Thong Song. There's some more context because it was all related to his video getting demonetized and blocked worldwide.
Yes,
because it had the Twisted Metal
that,
thing. So. Yeah, basically, he was pissed off and wanted to aim his anger at something, and Cisco was in the way, wearing a big old thong.
Watch out, Cisco.
I guess there you go.
So, more weird to me is he has no information about this band. He has no clue about them. His first thought is they didn't make this beat. You know that, right? Like, just weird to like automatically assume the beat is like the most standard beat of all time. By the way, it's not like some crazy thing. It's like, you buy packs of these fucking beats and sing over it. You know they didn't make this, right? Listen, it's synthesized.
But it's like it's just because
it's synthesized. What?
Well, that's really insightful, Phil. Come on, I didn't know.
Just because you're not sat there drumming doesn't mean you're not sort of like, right, here's the line for the, here's me hi-hat, here's me snare, here's me kick drum, here's Tom 1, Tom 2.
He thinks it's like how it was made in like the 60s or something with like the Beach Boys. You'd have the entire band, the orchestra there, people
one
playing,
microphone in the middle.
There'd be like a timpani player just to do one little thing.
Your
and then,
backing singers over here.
Yeah.
Shooby-doo-wop.
Yeah, that's it. Just one take, get them in.
4-track.
Wait, we're not done the crazy mindless takes. He said this. They're just trying to copy what's popular. Listen, it's so easy to do. So easy to do what they're doing, I guess. Also, listen to this. This one was. I didn't think he just saying words. He said this. It was all made in a studio, probably.
Fuck's sake.
I mean,
what, like music? Like
it was all made in a studio, probably.
But that's why I can't go over that. Like what Sam said, that's why you make music.
Don't go deep. Don't try to take it deep. You're gonna go crazy.
But I mean,
it was all made in a studio, probably.
But it was synthesized as well. So it's not.
Yeah, synthesized in a studio. Those fuckers, man. It's fake.
They're not really singing there while they're recording. What they do is play the tune over it and then edit it.
I think that was it. Yeah, they recorded the video from like Pier. It was like, this is all in a studio. Are you serious? You're saying like, hold on a second. Michael Jackson wasn't on those like lighting up beams when he's recorded Beat It. He wasn't on those like lighting up animals.
I mean, those were actually just lights underneath the panels.
No. I'm guessing it was in a studio. What the fuck, man?
He does that in Ready to Rumble, so it must do that,
Look, you guys obviously don't know anything. He is the mastermind behind classic hits such as Hobos and Dogs, Thugs on the Floor, and I Am Fucking Sonic. I got spikes on my back. So he obviously knows all about music. And if he says it's probably made in a studio, chances are it probably was.
Fuck,
I'm just saying.
They got us again.
But he can't even make his own intro music for his own fucking podcast.
Because it's really easy. Anybody could do it. He just doesn't have the time. He's too busy.
Yeah, just
household, isn't he? That's what it is.
Listen. You can hear they just tried to copy what's popular. Anyone could do it. They probably made this in a studio. Probably. I'm gonna do that. Like when Chew gets back, I'm gonna drive her crazy. But every time a song comes on the radio, I'm gonna say like, "This is probably made in a studio." Probably.
This is fake.
Every song.
This is not a real song. It's been made in a studio.
You know they're not all playing at once. We did it in turns.
Wait, can you believe this? They didn't record the vocals and instruments at the same time. It's all fake. Who cares? Beatles? Well, fake. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, all right. Last comment, last thing I want to cite was someone bought a $1 Wii. Right, so it was for $1 from the junk shop in Japan. They have a lot of these are over the place. You can buy shit for like $1. You know if it works or not. You just take it and you can do what you want. Have fun. So Phil, this guy, tries to plug it in. He tries to get it going. You know what Phil's comment was? You know what? It's going to be broken. You know what? It's going to be broken. Whoa, shit. I did not expect that, dude. Whoa. It was broken.
Bro,
Did you
all
guess
this
that?
transformative, meaningful commentary.
Yeah. I was just thinking, like, what are his and Kat's conversations like, man? They must be riveting. Assuming they ever actually talk to each other. Could you imagine, like, a car journey between the two of them? She finds everything he says fascinating. She's like, oh, really?
So the shower, it's broken. You know what?
You know what? Water might not come out of that. Oh, okay. You hear this song? Oh, you like Taylor Swift? She's probably done it in the studio. It's not real.
They're no longer together, right?
Do you want to say thanks to Mario Faker? Are you going to continue the 4K Q&A? Yes, we do have to do that at some point, boys. We left a lot of questions on the table.
No, fuck you, Mario Faker. I saw that tweet.
Ooh.
Fuck you.
Oh, well, that's great. That tweet is. Can we have more like that?
What was the tweet?
Oh, you didn't see it? Bring it up. It looks Steve. Steve is looking more like DSP. Looking very much like DSP.
That one. We need to see it. Everybody needs to see it.
No, we don't. Nobody needs to see it, and I need to time Mario Faker out.
Just time him out.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you time out.
Dominic says Phil literally thinks that Mr. B sent the waiter into an empty chocolate factory and said, "Here you go. Hire all the staff. The rest is up to you." Yeah, that's what Phil thinks. What are we gonna do with the chocolate factory, dude? I don't even know.
Where's he gonna get all the Oompa Loompas from?
This is probably fake. Those
Shout
Oompa
out.
Loompas are probably fake.
Shout out to Hey Army. Hey Army, during a car ride. Hey Cat, you see that car? It's probably made from an assembly line.
Yes. That probably wasn't made in the garage. That was an assembly line. Fucking fake. Damn.
The nuts on that tire, they're not going to shoot out. That one's got a roof on.
And like, I'm trying to think of a good band, like, you know, like Boys to Men or something comes on the radio, like, this is too early for me. I'm too white. Like Whitney Houston, that's kind of the line, you know, like, well, it's a little urban, but not too white.
Boys to Men. You know they weren't boys when they started.
They probably did this in a studio. Assholes.
Yeah, they got to the end of the road in the end.
Hey.
Lionel Richie. That's a good one. All right. Anyways, go ahead.
Quite ironic, by the way, that the guy who calls everything fake is a big fan of wrestling. That's all I'm gonna say.
And fucking JPEGs. I mean, I guess they're real, but like, what's your prize there? I mean, come on. Big spender again. As you always, if you're watching TJ Game Pass, you can see Phil is again spending on his favorite game. But anyways, that'll do it for this week. What a show it's been. The react was great. Everything was fake. We were real though, however. All four of us are very real. Any final words, please? Creative style host, Meerkat.
Stay tuned for a massive announcement on Thursday.
Bingo.
That's it. Thanks for watching. Big ups.
Cerebral style host, logical style host, please.
I'm working on a video about these two French maids who killed their masters by gouging their eyes out and bludgeoning them to death. So look forward to that cheery one coming out soon.
There we go. Also, from WPAG side of things, we got the flare up coming up tomorrow. So tomorrow night, I'll be back on keeping the streak alive. Too much ALT. Summer of too much ALT. 7 days deep right now. But all right, Sam, send us home, please.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Flamethrower burger.
With that being said, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe, recommend to a friend, and if they stay as your friends without taking offense, we hope to see you again someday.
Hey, did you know this song is from Mario? It's a panic joke, panic, you know?
Yes, Derek, we know. Now go.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries.
I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.
There's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Devin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Devin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me, and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. You know, it was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. You know, like I'm happy with who I am.
What? I don't know what they're saying. This is too urban for me. I don't understand what they're saying. I'm way too white. I don't understand it.